Could Willian's movements affect the deal with Bale?
Well, it could do, and there was one report overnight, David, that suggested that it could put a bit of a spanner in the works in terms of Tottenham selling, and that they might not want to sell if they're not getting Willian. The feeling, though, is that it probably won't. Sources amongst the coaching staff here tell me that the deal is being done at presidential level. It's obviously been going on for so long that it would be pretty remarkable were it to fall through now. My feeling on it, David, and you know, it's really just a theory, is that maybe it might just have something a little bit more to do with Wayne Rooney and his possible future rather than that of Gareth Bale here. Many people making the point that if Chelsea get themselves another attacking midfielder, could it see a resumption in the talks between, or the talks kind of speculating about Juan Mata going to Manchester United and Wayne Rooney going the other way? We think that might well be more likely than affecting the Gareth Bale deal, but there's no concrete facts for that at the moment. That would just be speculation, but we expect that it won't have any impact here on Bale coming, because they've put in so much effort to try and get him.
Let's talk a little bit more then, in particular, about Bale to Real Madrid. What's the feeling out there in Spain? What sort of time frame are we talking? Because we've heard the word imminent quite a lot, but just how imminent are we talking?
Yeah, a couple of times people have jumped the gun on this. There was talk on Wednesday night, around about 11, that the agreement was hours away. Then that kind of got scaled back a little bit, because here at the Bernabeu last night there was a tribute match for Raul, the club legend, who's playing for Al Sadd at the moment out in Qatar. They played a friendly match, an exhibition match here against Real Madrid last night. So the feeling was that they kind of held back on any Bale announcement to get that match out of the way and not to rain on his parade too much. That game has now gone ahead, and obviously the agenda has moved on. I can tell you that 24 hours ago there wasn't really too much mention of Bale in the papers, but look at these shots. The front of Marca has a double page cover, if you like, with Gareth Bale splashed across the front of it. They say done deal. The price they're reporting is 99 million euros, with a 10 million euro a year deal for Gareth Bale. A 6-year contract has all but been agreed. They say it's been agreed but not signed. Sources on the ground here tell me that again, they may have just jumped the gun a little bit, but we certainly know that this move is edging closer. 9 pages of coverage in Marca today, including talking about different formations, how he would fit into this lineup. I can tell you that we have a Sky Sports News camera outside the Tottenham training ground. The latest information I have from speaking to the cameraman is that Bale arrived at the Tottenham training ground around about 20 minutes ago. So that's the latest we have on his whereabouts. There are cameramen over on the other side of the stadium for all of the Spanish sports papers outside what would be the players' entrance here, just in case anyone comes or goes. So we may well see an announcement over the weekend, but we understand here on the ground in Madrid today that this deal is edging ever closer.
Cameras absolutely everywhere on this one. Now, if Bale does move to Real, what does this mean for players leaving the Bernabeu?
Well, that's really interesting. There are lots and lots of issues. Again, my sources amongst the coaching staff tell me that when Carlo Ancelotti and his team arrived to take over here at Real Madrid, 3 players came to them pretty quickly and said they wanted to go. There are a number of players here, David, who get grief from the fans at the moment, and when the fans turn on you, particularly even in a friendly game like we saw last night, an exhibition game, when you're getting grief in an exhibition game, you know that your days are pretty much numbered. On that list at the moment, probably top of it is Kaká. His commitment and his effort is being questioned right now, but it doesn't seem that there are any natural suitors to take him right now because of the money he's on. It looks as though it's going to be a little bit prohibitive to get him out because of his current contract. Next on the list would be Karim Benzema, again jeered at the weekend by some sections of the Real Madrid support because of performances and commitment and effort being questioned, so he's not exactly flavour of the month at the moment. It could well be that he goes. One of the formations in the papers was talking about playing Cristiano Ronaldo and Bale as a front two in a 4-4-2 with midfielders behind him. Now, one of the other things that you have to throw into the mix is the fitness or lack of Xabi Alonso. He's broken his metatarsal. He's going to be out for 3 months. That probably means that Luka Modric won't be allowed to leave because they don't want to leave themselves short in that kind of deep-lying playmaker role. Mesut Ozil has been linked with a move to Manchester United today. It's World Cup year. If Bale arrives and threatens Ozil's place in the team, He doesn't want to be sitting on the bench with the World Cup coming up at the end of this season, with so many good players in the German national team right now. And with Suarez also being linked with a move here as well in the last 24 hours, Luis Suarez, the feeling is, again, by sources much better connected to this club than me, that they probably wouldn't get Bale and Suarez unless Benzema definitely left. So that could bring Arsenal into this equation as well, because of course we understand that Karim Benzema is one of their key targets at the moment. The one player left on that list, really, David, who doesn't seem to fit in anywhere is Angel Di Maria. It would appear that his days here are definitely numbered.